everyone, welcome back to the channel with your one and only Princess Tacha Jupiter. For this video, we're going to find out what are people secretly afraid to admit about you. In front of you, there are three cards. I have Healing Waters, Fire Magic, or Air Magic. Using your intuition, please pick the first card that comes into your mind. I highly recommend you to also pick other groups, pick more than one group for your own additional messages. I'll see you on your reading. Hello group number one, welcome back to the channel with me, Princess Tacha Jupiter. For this video, we're going to find out what are people secretly afraid to admit about you. Alright, you're picking group number one or the Healing Waters. It's gonna be very interesting. This is probably something that people already recognize about you. We're going to be just open of all the answer and possibilities of the outcome of this reading, but please know that this is not necessarily defining who you are as a person. All right, please tap me to the energy of group number one. What are people secretly afraid to admit about you, group number one? What are people secretly afraid to admit about you, group number one? Beginning, new moon. All right. And focus, number 14. Group number one, you're picking the Healing Waters here. And you know, group number one, water has always been associated with healing. All right, there are sacred springs, pools, rivers, and wells, and all over the world basically. And it is traditional in many places to make a pilgrimage to these healing waters, often at the time of the summer solstice. But you can use water for healing work all year round, even if you have to create your own sacred site or sacred waters, or manifesting with waters, you know, saying good things to the water that you're about to drink, or cleansing with water during shower or bath. You know, it's already part of the traditional also practices of spirituality, using water to bless the house, you know, bless the office, bless the business, you know, and also water truly carry that sense of purification and cleansing and healing. Now, people are so afraid, but it's secret, right? They might not show this to you. People are secretly afraid to admit that you are such a powerful person. Now, the way you move, the way you interact with people is using the deep of your emotion, just like the ocean, a lake, or even a stream of water. You're someone that truly know how to connect with people naturally, you know, with emotional connection, spiritual connection, feelings, and truly not afraid to be vulnerable. People secretly afraid to admit that they might attach to you emotionally. All right? For some reason, you know, people secretly afraid to admit that you truly got that healing presence, you got that glowing presence, and the way you talk to people is giving them sense of peace and comfort. You have a way about you to listen to people with such dedication. You might heard sometimes that you are a great listener, or people secretly afraid to admit that you are such a great friend to have. Some of them also probably secretly afraid to admit that you truly got this rare presence, in that you have this calm, collected energy around you. And for some reason, you have also passion and love and feelings that you carry in everything that you do, like your work, your words, the way you talk, your interaction with people, the way you treat people. You're also someone that know how to reconnect with other people. People that was connected with you in the past, be it like family members, extended family members, old school friends, old coworkers or acquaintances, or past lovers, ex-lovers, situationship, they were all admitted, but they might secretly afraid to admit that they're actually missing you, that they're actually attached. There's this some sort of nostalgia and moment that they want to keep, and it's about you. All right. Salt and water are often used for cleansing during magical rituals, and truly, it can neutralize some sort of negative energy. And that's the thing about you. You really know how to cleanse yourself and cleanse your surrounding with negative energy, and changing it, cleansing it, and changing it with more positive vibes. All right. And people sometimes secretly afraid to admit that about you. You have sense of humor that is just so refreshing. The way you talk about with people is very refreshing, in that way that you know how to refresh the room, you know how to change the vibes in the room, you know how to make people feel more connected with each other. All right. And you're just someone that truly know how to go with the flow of life. All right. People might thinking that you're probably a little bit lazy, but you're not. You have a lot to think about before you make a decision, and people secretly afraid to admit that your intuition is always right. All right. For some of you, you are highly intuitive person. When you give an advice, or your opinion about someone, about something, to some people, the people that you gave advice or opinion, they're secretly afraid to admit that you're right, because your intuition is on point, especially at this right time, at this moment, or currently when you are attracted to this group. Some of you might have a water element in your birth chart: Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Midheaven, Jupiter, all right, or North Node and South Node, probably in the water element. If you don't have that, you don't have to worry about it, but you truly are a personification of a water element, of a water magic that truly carry this healing water power within you. Some of you might work in the health industry, or you are a psychic, or you are a spiritual guru, you're someone that is so spiritual or religious, or you also someone that probably loves the nature, you love working with water. Maybe you also study about water, chemist, nature. You probably love swimming or go to the beach. For some of you, you love diving. For some of you, you are a great diver as well, under the sea people. And I feel that with the healing waters here, no matter your facial expression, no matter how you look from the outside, people can sense that feeling of calm and reassurance when they're near you. Even if you are the loudest in the room, or you talk a lot, or you're a talkative person, but people can still sense that you are calm, that you're sure about yourself, that you can give that sense of assurance. You can give that, that feeling, that passionate healing feeling to a lot of people. All right, group number 1. Now, with beginnings here, this is new moon. You know, this is like almost like the door to the new dimension. And people secretly afraid to admit about you is that you always know how to start something new. You always got something new going on in your life. You know, you're starting with that new beginning. You got new things to talk about. You got new activities. You always got something new. All right, be it about activities, connection, something new to have, something new to do, new hobbies, a new interest. All right, you are very interesting here basically. And you know, even the color of the butterfly is also blue, and he wear also blue color. You know, blue color is like the reflection of the sky in the water, but yet it's also the color of the sky sometimes, right? And I feel that, you know, with the beginning started here with the new moon here, some of you might born during new moon, that's possible. But I feel that people just secretly afraid to admit that by being with you, by knowing you, it seems like restarting their life over or knowing someone new like you, truly introducing them to that healing water element, truly healing them, truly starting their healing journey in their life by knowing you, you know, by talking to you, by sharing experiences with you, by you sharing your spiritual experiences, your life experiences with a lot of people. Now, some of you might be a great influencer, or the way you influence people is through emotion. You know how to make other people feel just like how you want them to feel. You know what I mean? If you want to make them feel happy, motivated, you really know what to say just to make them feel like that, because that's like your power. And if you use that for positive, to heal people, to guide people, to motivate people, you will you will harvest a lot of good fruits, because that's like your good deeds. You use your talent, you use your healing water talent that is naturally coming, you know, from you for a lot of people, for the collective. All right, and people sometimes secretly afraid to admit that they need you in their life. Some of you might be a content creator, and the way you influence people is just by yourself. Just be yourself. You know, you express your feelings, you tell people how you feel, you tell people you know, how you want them feel, you know, and you share your experiences, you share your opinion, and you motivate people by using that sense of emotion. People feel connected with you. All right, and that's the thing that secretly they're secretly afraid to admit that. Why? Because they might afraid to not attaching themselves to you, you know what I mean? But I feel that once people truly just accept you for who you are and let them attach to you, it's gonna be very beautiful connection, be it about romantic, platonic, friendship, business, collaboration, online connection, community in general. All right, so people also secretly afraid to admit that, you know, the feeling that they start feels about you, you know, maybe this is the beginning of a romantic connection, beginning of a crush, beginning of a long life online community, you know what I mean? I feel connected with group number one. Now, with this new moon is people afraid to admit that you have a fresh start. They thought that your life was over with the things that they did to you in the past. Maybe it's for some people that was just, you know, hurt your feelings, or didn't help you, or didn't make you feel good about yourself in the past, or just being hard on you in the past. You know, they thought that you didn't have that fresh start, but you always got that fresh start, you always got that new beginning. And they secretly afraid to admit that about you, especially if they knew you in the past and did something bad to you in the past. They learned their own lesson, plus they also see how you start your own life again. You know, you really know how to start over after disappointed a long time ago. Now you have a fresh start, or even already in the middle of your fresh start, in the middle of your own new beginning. And that's, like I said to you in the beginning, you always got something new, you know. And here's appearing in the sky incredibly, you know, very beautiful moon here, and truly are just someone that really cared about their health and well-being. That's you. That's what people secretly afraid to admit about you. You're all about your mental health, well-being, and you really care with how people treating you, because you treat people with kindness, and when people treat you bad, you know what I mean, you tend to just take all in, but you try to cleanse yourself. So don't just put it all in, but let it out, with tears, with the way you cope. Everyone has their own different coping mechanism, but make sure you also rejuvenate, cleansing yourself, being in a high vibration by watching something funny, hearing a good music, positive motivation words, or watching my channel, if that's one of the way for you to feel better every day. I'm so glad I can be here for you guys. All right, please be mindful that this is all just general reading, but if you want private reading just for you, please click the link in the description box below to book me for your private reading. You have also here the card of focus. With this card, this is about full moon. No, this is waxing gibbous moon. People secretly afraid to admit that when you put your mind into something, when you set a goal and really are concentrate on that and being so focused about it, you achieve your manifestation, you achieve your goals. People secretly afraid to admit that they thought you didn't have under control, but you actually got your ducks in a row. You actually have this power of focus. So group number one, take this as a sign and a reminder from the universe for you to focusing your energy into your own desire, dreams, goals, and what you want to have and experience in this lifetime. And may you always know that you're not alone, all right, that this transformation is very important for you with this butterfly. And by focusing on your own transformation, on your own leveling up journey, on your own happiness, you can share that happiness with the collective. All right, and people secretly afraid to admit that you're such a focused person. When you try to focus, maybe you're easily distracted in the past, but you're now practicing discipline. You're practicing focusing your energy into the things that matter the most for you, like your family, your children, your parents, your sibling, your spouse, yourself, your happiness, your work, your creation, your business, your hobbies, even your happiness. Some people, they intentionally, get away once a year just for themselves, to rejuvenate, to cleanse themselves. They probably visit the beach or a river or a stream or a well, or just being in nature, or even just stay home to truly just cleansing themselves. You know what I mean? And that's like part of how you truly heal yourself and get more energy, more power. Wow, wow, wow. Please tap me to the energy of group number one. What are people secretly afraid to admit about you, group number one? Becoming nobody. This is very powerful. Becoming nobody. People secretly afraid to admit the fact that you don't need a lot of validation. Yes, you probably also have social media. You love when people give you loves, attention, comment, but you just want to be yourself. You are so sure about yourself. You're so confident to the point that you don't need to be a people pleaser anymore. You're stopping becoming a people pleaser. Instead, you want to give positive energy, and you get positive energy in return, and you're not afraid to become nobody. You're not afraid when people don't know about you. You're not afraid when people, when people that at first you kind of wish they could reciprocate your effort, reciprocate your feelings, reciprocate your positive vibes, they didn't do that to you. You let things go, because you know that for the fact that the universe will give you back, God will give you back, your angel will give you back. You will be blessed, you'll be protected, and you will not gonna recognize, or you will be so surprised to know that the blessings can come from anywhere else, that the harvesting time, the good fruits will come from different forms, you know what I mean, with different forms. And that's like something that people might secretly afraid to admit about you, when you're not afraid to become nobody. But once you becoming nobody, you're actually somebody. You're somebody special, you're somebody important, you're somebody with this healing water power. All right, that's possible, group number one. What are people secretly afraid to admit about you, group number one? The Chariot. People secretly afraid to admit the fact that you're actually someone with power, with willpower, especially when you add on that focus with this willpower, you are unstoppable. All right, people are secretly afraid to admit the fact that your life is moving forward. You're not moving on anymore, but you're moving up. You're leveling up. You know what I mean? You're not just moving on, but you're also moving up. Leveling up. You got Ace of Water. Again, this is water, very strong. You got that innocent energy. You're very intuitive. People also secretly afraid to admit the fact that you really know how to play with emotion. You really know how to use your emotion to be very creative. You have here the Moon. It's very strong. We got 2 cards of the Moon, and this is the Moon card appear again, talking again about intuition, revelation, illusion. People secretly afraid to admit the fact that they fantasized about you, that they imagine about you. You know what I mean? People also secretly afraid to admit the fact that they cannot guess you. Sometimes you're just hard to guess. You're a little bit mysterious here, group number 1. 2 of Air. People secretly afraid to admit the fact that you really know how to avoid them. You really know how to avoid them. When you don't want to talk to them, you know how to avoid them naturally. It's not like passive aggressive. No, it's not at all like that. But you just know how to avoid them, basically. What are people secretly afraid to admit about you, group number 1? Distance. Yes, people secretly afraid to admit the fact that they probably ghosted you in the past, they separated from you, or they treated you bad, and you're not afraid to live your life without them. So this is not working for you. Distance, people ghosting, people try to divorce you or try to cut the relationship with you, cut you off. It didn't work like that with you because you're not afraid to become nobody. All right, you are just welcoming new connection into your life. You have here Harmony. People secretly afraid to admit the fact that you're just about peace, happiness, and harmony. You're all about balance right now because they see it. You carry more balance and harmony in your life. People secretly afraid to admit that you could be unpredictable at times. And sometimes they cannot guess your situation, they cannot guess about you, right? People secretly afraid to admit that they truly have this unspoken desire about you, fantasize about you. They got real feelings for you, so this is for something like situationship. Maybe you guys was close with someone in the past, but there was no status between you guys, but there's these feelings that they still got for you. They didn't have an opportunity to even acknowledge that. They're afraid to admit that they're falling in love with you, or they're afraid to admit that they fall for you, that they love you in the past, or they got feelings for you. All right, group number 1, that's your reading for today. Please give me a thumbs up. Please like this video. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye-bye. Hello, group number 2. Welcome back to the channel with your one and only Princess Tacha Jupiter. For this video, we're going to find out what are people secretly afraid to admit about you. You're picking group number 2 or the Fire Magic. All right, this is something that people might not say to you. We're going to just be so open about this reading. Whatever come out, we're just gonna say it. But please know that this is not necessarily defining who you are as a person, but this is just more so of about something that people just, people are secretly afraid to admit about you about something, and they might not say this to you, but we're just so curious. All right, let's see here. Please tap me to the energy of group number 2. Please tap me to the energy that people that pick group number 2. What are people secretly afraid to admit about you, group number 2? You have here the Masculine, number 42, Lunar God. This is very powerful, very intense group, all right? Release, One Incarcent, number 27. Yes, wow. And they're like kind of almost look the same. Look at this. You see the hair is kind of the same. All right. have also fire element in my birth chart, right? For some of you, you might truly have fire, a strong fire element. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, North Node, South Node, or even Saturn, all right? Now, if you don't have that, you don't have to worry about it, but let's see here. You are someone that truly know how to be the center of attention. You gotta glow up. You gotta soft glow up. You're not afraid to be the delight, the center of attention, someone that is so passionate. People are secretly afraid to admit that you know how to steal the show. You know how to give a good performance. You know how to be confident in a right portion. You're not overconfident. You know how to just be yourself and just dress confidently, walk confidently, speak confidently. You truly have a brilliant mind, and you're so confident in who you are as a person. You're very passionate as well, and people are secretly afraid to admit that you light up their life, you light up the room. You know how to bring that passion into your everyday life, all right? Who hasn't been enchanted by the soft glow of candlelight or the cheerful dancing flames of a bonfire? You're just like a candle in the dark and a bonfire, someone that truly come with some sort of light, energy, passion, and truly light up the darkness. Fire magic is all around us, and people secretly afraid to admit the fact that you got the fire magic within you. All right, you got fire magic. And perhaps the easiest for you to recognize, to understand this is when people are so eager to talk to you, to watch you, to interact with you, or even sharing their lives with you, sharing their story with you, or even smiling after talking to you. The element of fire is all about creativity and passion and energy. But just like fire itself, too much of any of these things can burn us up and burns us out. People secretly afraid to admit about you is that they keep hungry for you more. They want you more, and they want the connection that they shared with you. Now, people also secretly afraid to admit the fact that they connected with you emotionally, sexually. You're just very sexy and very seductive in your own way. You're very passionate. Maybe some people truly got that passionate feeling towards you because of your presence, because your presence truly got this fire magic. Group number 2. There's this energy about you that is just scream about celebration of the fire element, and you're someone that truly can manifest with the fire element, with the fire energy, by light the candle and say your prayer, say your affirmation, you know what I mean, and that's truly help you in manifesting your desire, your energy. And that's like almost very powerful to have. Now, another things is, you know how to inspire people and motivate people powerfully with powerful words, all right, with words that truly can ignite the fire within people. And or you're someone that is so passionate person to have as a partner. You're very sexy, seductive, and passionate as a partner. All right, I truly can connect also with this group. Now, this can be anything, and you could also probably work in different kind of forms, but one thing for sure, you work with your heart. You do everything with your heart, with passion. For you, it's all about everything. It's all about being 100 or nothing. All right, it's all about giving it all, being passionate about something or nothing at all. All right. Another thing that I feel that also people secretly afraid to admit that sometimes you could hurt their feelings. Mhm. Maybe you just being blunt, or might not realize a bit that you say something that they don't want you to say about them, or maybe you kind of like just coming in a wrong way, but it's just misunderstanding. But that's the thing that people secretly afraid to admit. You know how to seek the truth and say it out loud. You're not afraid to believe in what you believe in and truly fight for what you believe in. You're not afraid to speak out or defend people. Some of you might work related to like law, justice, politics, or study about law, justice, politics, or an entrepreneur, or a performer, content creator, an artist, or a very passionate person in general, or you just do everything every day just being passionate. You just got passion. People love watching you because you got that fire energy. You got that sense of fun around you. Group number 2. Now, with release here, number 27, I feel that people secretly afraid to admit that you release them. You probably cut off some people or just let things go. You didn't block them, you didn't cut them, but you're not contacting them anymore. You're not reconnecting with them. You let things go, you release them. And people secretly afraid to admit that you don't need them in their life. In your life, you don't need these people, and you release them, and they secretly afraid to admit the fact that you truly can live without them, be it about ex-coworker, ex-boss, ex-acquaintances, ex-family member, extended family members that treated you shady, you know what I mean, or cousin, in-law, you name it, or ex-situationship, ex-partner, ex-friend, ex-acquaintances, people that just didn't give a lot of effort or reciprocate back your effort. You release them. Wow. Yes, that's like the message of this card, and people secretly afraid to admit that about you, that the fact that you actually can live without them, you know what I mean? The fact that you don't need their affection because they're so not willing to give it to you genuinely in the first place. It seems like they hold that back from you. They don't want to give affection, they don't want to give admiration, they don't want to praise you, when in fact you always praise them, you always show some sort of positive vibes to them, and they didn't want to reciprocate back, to the point that you just release them. You're not afraid to live without them. I mean, who they are, they don't give you positive words, they don't motivate you, you just release them. And this is like a bold move, and that's like that's like a description of your power, of that fire magic. If they don't get that fire back, they don't get that passionate or a little bit effort from that people, you just release them, because it's just costs so much to you. If it costs your peace, if they don't make you feel good, or they always just bring negative energy or never reciprocate back, you release them and you're okay with it. You let things go. It's just not meant to be in your life, and you release them back to where they belong. And may you attract positive connection, positive opportunities, more abundance into your life, by just keeping the things that truly reciprocate back to you, giving you that positive feelings, giving you that positive emotion, or at least show some effort, right? You know what I mean? The masculine with lunar god. People secretly afraid to admit that you are powerful. The goddess of the moon or the god of the moon. It is possible that your moon sign is in the fire energy. It is very possible. Or you truly born during the full moon or during the waning crescent moon. All right, that's possible. During the eclipse, that's possible. I feel that people secretly afraid to admit the fact that you are powerful. Either you choose to be yourself or you choose to join forces with them. You can truly be a one-man show, meaning that maybe you create something out of nothing just by yourself. Yes, it with God blessing, the divine angels, ancestor, but you're doing it all else as well. You do the homework, you do the research, you did the research, you did the homework. You're not just being lazy, but yes, you put a lot of effort into it. People are just secretly afraid to admit that they're falling in love with your body, with your expression, with your facial features, with the way you walk, with your seductive nature, with your sexiness. You got a way about you that even though you dress modest, you still got that sexy vibes. All right, some of you might be a very powerful person here. Now, one thing for sure, your moon is in the fire sign. All right, that is possible, strongly possible. Or your Jupiter is in the fire sign. Sun, moon, rising possible, probably, but more so about moon, because moon appeared twice, and this is fire magic, so moon in the fire sign, or Jupiter in the fire sign, or lunar nodes, south node, north node in the fire sign. That's possible. All right. Wow, this is very powerful reading, group number 2. Please know that this is all just a general reading, so please take what resonates. But if you want private reading just for you, please click the link in the description box below to book me for your private reading. Please tap me to the energy of group number 2. What are people secretly afraid to admit about you, group number 2? What are people secretly afraid to admit about you, group number 2? I want to come out. The day you plant the seed. You're looking so good. People secretly afraid to admit that you might steal the attention from them. You dress so good, your style is so good, you have a good taste, and people secretly afraid to admit that you are a great planner. You're someone that know how to plan the seed really well. You're someone, a great organizer. You're very dedicated in your calling. You're such a hardworking person, someone that not afraid to truly plan your seed, plan your intention, manifest your desire, and keep manifesting. Got something new to plan, like dreams, desire, goals, ambition. You're just like have it all. You know what I mean? Like you got that all masculine energy as well, regardless whether you define yourself as she, he, or them. Regardless of your gender, you got masculine energy. Yes, you got passionate feminine, but you also got passionate masculine. I'm not surprised if you truly got your own ambition, desire, that you want to achieve big things in life, that you truly show a lot of effort and hard work in everything that you do. You truly show dedication, and it's shown in your life. People can see that. And people secretly afraid to admit the fact that you are powerful manifester using the power of the moon. When you manifest during full moon, that's like the most potent of you using your manifestation power by lighting the candle and say your prayer, say your affirmation, writing it down, but also after that saying the prayer and burn the paper or burying it underground during the full moon. All right, take this also as a sign from the universe that when you want to manifest, plant the seed is about manifesting as well. You know, it's about manifestation as well. You know, the dedication, the desire, the intention that you put into your manifestation are very powerful. Group number 2. People secretly afraid to admit that you got what you want, you got your desire. Even when you manifest something, you manifest it passionately. And when you celebrate something, you celebrate it passionately. Maybe you posting it on social media, on your Instagram, TikTok, or Facebook, if you're still using Facebook, or YouTube. You know, you just want to have fun. People secretly afraid to admit the fact that you are a fun person. Yes, they might not show love to you or approval, but that's because they're not meant to be in your life. And you just have to release them and welcoming new connection. Why you have to fight so hard for validation when they just don't want to give it to you? Release them, yes, and becoming this powerful masculine, the lunar god yourself. All right, what are people secretly afraid to admit about you, group number 2? Two of air. You pick 222, so 222 could be your angel numbers. You're someone that not afraid to avoid people. Yes, you're not afraid to avoid people. Maybe people confuse you and you just avoiding them naturally. It's not like passive aggressive, but you just know it naturally how to avoid them. 2 of fire, again, 222 could be your angel numbers, or you born in February or on the 2nd day of the month, the 20th day of the month, the 22nd day of the month. That's possible. 2 of fire, yes, a great planner. You are making progress right now, and you're doing it with passion. So whatever it is that you do in your life, what you know, do it with love, do it with passion, do what you love. That's drive them crazy. That's drive these people crazy, because they're secretly afraid to admit the fact that you're living your best life, you're living your, you know, the dream, you're living your passion. You know what I mean? Knight of Fire. Again, it's all fire energy here. Thank you, universe, for these synchronicities. Thank you. You know, we're welcoming. I'm welcoming this confident, passionate, adventurous person to my life. You know what I mean? Welcoming this character as part of me. People are secretly afraid to admit that you are an adventurous person. You're someone that's passionate and confident. Again, we're already talking about this. Yes, this is like confirmation. You know, you truly know how to captivate attention everywhere you go. The Lovers. Ooh, this is talking about emotion, choices, and relationship. You know, people secretly afraid to admit the fact that you could be their powerful lovers. Probably the intimate moment with you, they fantasize that. You know, they probably also fantasize for you, probably such a passionate partner, someone with great emotion, someone with great relationship to have, you know, and someone with great choices. People see and, you know, people see you as their great partner. They want to collaborate with you, they want to work with you. You're just someone with great emotion to have, you know. What are people secretly afraid to admit about you? Oops, okay. Tension. People are secretly afraid to admit that you know how to create tension, you know how to stir the pot. All right, you might doing it unintentionally or intentionally, you know, you stir the pot sometimes. Remember in the beginning, we just want to be open to whatever it is that appear, but yeah, people secretly afraid to admit that you could be the reason of their tension. You create some sort of tension, or you know, you could make them stress if they want to, or yeah. Longing, yes. Missing you, let's talk reunion. This is probably someone that got a feeling for you in the past, or falling in love with you, or old friends, or just, you know, old acquaintances. They secretly afraid to admit the fact that they missing you. They long for this connection. They want to talk to you again. Maybe they already married, they could not talk to you or their wife, and you guys went to the same school, or you know, you, this is like probably you know, someone that truly got desire, feelings, passionate feelings towards you, and they just miss you. They want to run away with you. Yes. Cause you got the car of the lovers. Cause you got the car of the lovers. All right. They might not talk to you again, but it drives them crazy knowing the fact that you are the reason of, you know, they miss you. They probably dream about you in the night. No, this is, take this as a sign that one of your crush in the past, or people that probably have a crush on you, they dream about you. They really want to talk to you. Yes, they got feelings for you, but they never say it to you because it is impossible to say it to you. I say that. I say it what I say it. All right? Wow. Paranoid. People are secretly afraid to admit the fact that you are being very cautious. You know, when you're insecure, you know how to guard yourself. You know how to protect yourself really well, you know. Recharge, breathe, let go, clear your mind. That's the way you recharge, by letting things go. Letting, you know that you cannot control anything, and you just let things go. You know what I mean? You're not controlling the outcome anymore. You're just controlling your effort. You're doing it with passion. You're doing it with fire energy, but you let things, you let the result go, in the sense that you're not being attached to the end result, you know. Breathe, let go, clear your mind, release. That's the way you recharge. That's the way you gain again your power, by just let things go. Let the things that you cannot control go. Let the connection that just didn't work out go. Let the connection that just not mutual go. Let that, you know, one-sided connection of acquaintances, work, relationship, friendship, love, whatever, go. Let them go. Yes. And welcoming new love, new connection, loyal people, loyal online community, loyal love to come into your life, and welcoming new power. All right, group number 2. That's your reading for today. Please give me thumbs up. Please like this video. Thanks for watching, guys. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and be part of my family. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye-bye. Hello, group number 3. Welcome back to the channel with your one and only Princess Tacha Jupiter. For this video, we're going to find out what are people secretly afraid to admit about you. You're picking group number 3 or the air magic. All right, hear me out. Please note that this is just general reading, so please take what resonates. But if you want private reading just for you, please click the link in the description box below to book me for your private reading. I feel that group number 3, people are secretly afraid to admit that you are very cool. All right, you got that cool presence. I mean, who are you? When you walk into the room, people are like questioning, who are this person? All right, they are secretly afraid to admit the fact that they are so curious about you. You got that air of mystery, power, and you got that intelligent look, smart look, that truly make people wonder about you. We're going to dig deeper into that even more. All right, after I got some cards for you here, please tap me to the energy of group number 3. Please tap me to the energy of my group number 3. What are people secretly afraid to admit about you, group number 3? You have release. All right, if you're attracted to group number 2, because they also got almost the same card, please watch group number 2 after this video. You have here self-reflection with number 17. All right, wow, yes, all right. Some of you probably have a powerful air element in your birth chart. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, your sun, moon, rising, probably in the air element. If not, your north node, south node, Jupiter, and Venus or Saturn. All right. Without air, there is no life. But unlike the earth element, which is solid and obvious, the element of air is more ephemeral and harder to visualize. People just hard to guess about you. Yours are pretty hard to read, in the sense that people cannot read your next move. You are a very strategic person. I feel connected in that way. I also have some sort of air element in my birth chart. But group number 3, there's something about you that make people a little bit wonder, and they're so curious, and they want to find out, and they want of you more. Your seductive style, the way you seduce people, is using the air of mystery. You will make them come back for more, because you know how to just give information, how to share part of you in the right proportion, not overshare, and just keep things very mysterious, and that's very sexy. That's just how you are. It's just who you are. All right, people are secretly afraid to admit that you can read their mind. You are a smart person. People are secretly afraid to admit the fact that you make the right move in your life. You are on the right track. All right, take this also as a sign from the universe that you are on the right track. You also are someone with a great mind, great intellect, great analysis skill. You know how to analyze situation really well. You have a great mind. You probably work in STEM or in some sort of career that truly use your brain really well, or you just really smart, basically. All right, you're a smart student, smart person in general, very intelligent. People cannot fool you around. You can read BS and feel BS, and you can just feel it and read it, because you experience it all. You love studying, you love gaining new knowledge, you love leveling up, you love learning from everyone around you, you love learning from new people, new experiences, and that's just something that people are secretly afraid to admit about you, that you are craving for something new connection. People are secretly afraid to admit the fact that they probably can make you feel bored, if they're not interesting like you, because you're so interesting. You got a lot to share. You know how to talk to anyone. You are someone that probably are just have a genius mind. Now, you're someone that powerful in your own way, because you are born with this power of air. Embrace the power of air with every breath and send your appreciation out on the breeze. There is a simple way to connect with the magic of air, and you do it all the time, breathing. So you can have meditation or prayer, during your prayer time or meditation, practice that breathing. Breathe in and breathe out. Take all the positive in and release. Right? We come to the second card. All right. That's the key. And release all that not meant to be in your life. And breathe in, breathe out. Take a deep breath and enjoy your life. Be present, be conscious, be mindful of your own presence. Feel the love around you. Feel the love of the universe, the love of God, the love of ancestor, the love of your angels that you can feel by just breathe and breathe. Group number 3, you're very powerful actually. If you know how to control yourself, if you know how to control your emotion, control your breath, control your power, control of what you think, that's also the key of your manifestation. By thinking something positive, writing something positive, speaking into the universe, speaking into existence, something positive. Thinking, writing, speaking. That's your power. Some of you also have a great communication style. You have communication skill. You probably work in communication or HR or dealing with public really well, or you know how to share your thoughts really well. A great teacher, a great professor, a great mentor, guru, or parent, a great parent, mother or father, or someone that people look up to, due to your own experiences. But yeah, wow, speechless. You really know how to bring the sense of intelligent interconnection. So people falling in love with the way you think, falling in love with your brain, falling in love with the way you analyze something, and just the way you think about everyday life. They're falling in love about it. They're falling in love about you. I feel that if you've been struggling with making decision, I think it is important for you to think carefully and ask yourself and write it down and think about it again. So that's just like how your thought process can be very helpful, by writing things down, writing on journal, releasing that by writing it, and manifesting by writing it. That's also another clue for you. Now with release here, you're probably born either in full moon with the self-reflection, or during waning crescent moon or waning gibbous moon. All right, not literally full moon yet, but waning gibbous moon, or after the full moon, and waning crescent moon. That's possible during the eclipse, waning crescent, waning gibbous, full moon. That's possible because it's after the full moon, I guess. People secretly afraid to admit the fact that you don't need them in their life. You tend to just release connection, and you're doing it without feeling. When, yes, you're a passionate person. Maybe some of you, due to your influence with fire element, maybe you have fire element in your birth chart. But once you decided that this person just not giving you positive energy, not reciprocate your feelings, not reciprocate your effort, you just release them. Quick and done. Now, if they ghosted you, you eventually release them as well. And once you move on, you're moving on. People surprised with that. People secretly afraid to admit the fact that you already released them. And this is applied to the people that you already released them. All right. This card applied to the people that you already released them. But other cards might apply to people around you, or people that connected to you. or just strangers or even acquaintances, you know, ex-lover, crush, you know, partner, you know. But this specific card is for the people that you already released, and they secretly afraid to admit the fact that you released them. You can live without them, that they mean nothing for you. Yes, and you put that in your mind, and that's where your power is. People secretly afraid to admit that you are powerful in your mind. Look at this. You got that masculine. This is remind me of the King of Swords. This is just the King of Swords, honey. All right, because swords element is the air element, and the air magic is you. Regardless whether you have air element in your birth chart or not, especially at this point in time, you're attracted to group number 3. You're being influenced with the air magic. You are the King of Swords. All right, if the tarot deck. You have here self-reflection. With this card, you know, people secretly afraid to admit the fact that they projected themselves to you. They see in the mirror the life that they want is the life that you have, you know, and because of that, they tend to come to you for an advice, asking your opinion, look up to you, seeing what you're posting online, keeping tabs on you. All right, yes, that's gonna give a clue. This is for the people that might just watching your live but never reciprocate your positive energy, never giving a love, never, you know, never giving you attention or even commenting, giving like. They keeping tabs on you. They just want to know what's going on here. They want to know your progress. You know how to see in the mirror and reflect that desire back to yourself. When people see it, they kind of surprised and secretly afraid to admit that they kind of want what they see in you. That's like a compliment though. They might not say that compliment to you, right? Because they're secretly afraid to admit that you are good, that you are intelligent. They're secretly afraid to admit that you know how to not live without them. You know how to attract people with your mind, with the way you talk. You are a great person to talk to, a great communication skill, a great listener as well, a great writer, or truly got potential to be like that, or just someone that really know how to use words really well. All right. Please tap me to the energy of group number 3. What are people secretly afraid to admit about you, group number 3? Jar of Dreams. Wow. You know, I feel that you are a dreamer. You have a lot of dreams. All right, people might call you the dreamers, but you're achieving a lot of your dreams. I also can connect with this group in the sense that, you know, I'm achieving a lot of my dreams. My dreams all come true, and I'm about to achieve even more, a lot more, you know. And people secretly afraid to admit the fact that you have that energy. No matter how many times you fail, you get back up again and reaching your dreams again. You're someone that know how to keep the dreams in your heart until it truly manifests. So you're not speaking to a lot of people about it. Yes, you probably share it with your family or with your spouse, with your loved ones, with your children, with your parents, but you're not sharing it out loud. The way you manifest is by thinking about it, writing about it, speaking about it, but not sharing it. You are very strategic in your dreams. You keep your cards to yourself sometimes. You keep your jar to yourself sometimes. People are watching that you're reaching your dreams or about to reach your dreams or living the dreams in this lifetime if you believe about it, if you claim this card reading, all right? But if not, then that's fine. You know, you can explore. You have your own free will. Sometimes, you know, it's good to be realistic and not truly be overly ambitious when the situation just not possible for you to do like that, but instead you can just release the things that just not working out in order for new things, new opportunities that will be your dreams that you might not realize that's actually the dreams that you need in your life until it truly manifests in your life. You know, sometimes, you know, the right partner might not be your usual type. Take this as a clue, take this as a sign if you're still single and really want to have a partner in your life, and one of your dreams is to have a partner, a committed partner, you know, that truly can reflect your effort, that truly can reflect your true soul. Sometimes it might not be your usual type because you need to release the things that you thought supposed to be like you, supposed to be your ideal partner in order for you to welcome the natural connection, the genuine connection, and the things that truly meant to be in your life. Until that time, then you realize that it's actually your dreams come true to have someone that truly understands you without you force the connection, because it happened naturally, because it happened from the divine, because it's just divine connection. And people secretly afraid to admit the fact that you got your dreams in your hand. You can do a lot of things. You can reach whatever it is that you dream about. Group number 3. All right. You're just like a dreams come true for a lot of people, or your life is just a dreams come true. You're living a good life. You are full of blessing. Yes. I'm full of blessing. I welcome new opportunities, positive connection, positive work, relationship, business into my life. Yes. Speaking into existence all positive things that you want to happen in your life. Group number 3. You got this also. This is the bird, probably an eagle. You're someone that is very courageous in working hard, pursuing your desires. All right. Please tap me to the energy of group number 3. What are people secretly afraid to admit about you, group number 3? Queen of Earth. Some of you might have Earth element as well in your birth chart. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, you are very gracious, you look very good, you look very sophisticated, you have a great taste, you're very practical, people love working with you, you're such a hardworking person, you're very generous with your resources, and you're truly capable in doing a lot of things. You have King of Earth. Yes, my queen and king, you got that royal vibes. You got masculine energy and feminine energy, very prosperous, or people secretly afraid to admit that you achieve your dreams. People are secretly afraid to admit that you are successful or you have a better life. You might not feel successful, but you will be successful in this lifetime. This is what people are secretly afraid to admit about you, that you have great potential, that you are meant to be very successful in this lifetime. Yes, claim this. You're very generous as well with the resources. You're generous as well with the fruits that you got from your hard work, and you share it with your loved ones, with your family, with the charity, with the social cause, the spiritual cause that you believe. All right. People are secretly afraid to admit the fact that you got that masculine and feminine balance, in your life. Queen of Air. Bam! Remember I talked to you about the King of Air, the King of Swords, right? Earlier with this card. And I just want to get one more card for you. I just keep it here. But, for this, I'm gonna still get some cards even more. But yeah, look at this. I told to you in the beginning that this is the King of Swords. And this is the Queen of Air, or the Queen of Swords appear here. So you got double. Queen of Earth, King of Air, Earth, and the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. You are powerful than you thought. All right? You are more powerful than you thought. You're more powerful than you appear. Because once you truly reflect that, you got that self-reflection, you truly got that moment of meditation or asking yourself seriously what I want to achieve, and put your mind into it. What I want to get, what I want to do in my life. What I want to do for my family, for my loved ones, for my children, for myself, for my group of people, for my online group, for my community. Then you put that mind into action. You got this powerful. All right? All right, I can truly connect with this group because I also got air element in my birth chart, and earth, and fire, and a little bit water. All right? If you're connected to more than one group, go ahead. Please go ahead and watching it, because it will give you additional messages. It will give you additional motivation. But group number 3, let me tell you, people are secretly afraid to admit that you are brilliant. You know what to say at the right time. You know how to protect yourself strategically. You know how to defend yourself. You are a great speaker. Absolutely. Some of you might really work using your words really well. You're someone that experienced, yet you are very witty. You can be very witty and humorous, very funny as well, yet a great thinker. You are a great thinker, someone that people truly look up to as a leader. And 8 of Earth, you are very educated, you love leveling up yourself, you love learning by yourself. Maybe you also self-educated yourself with the knowledge in social media or online. You're someone that is focused, got attention to details, and a hardworking person. This is the recipe for being very successful in this lifetime for you, group number 3. All right, truly utilize to maximize what you got in your mind, in your hand, with words, with the way you think and analyze and gain more knowledge about it. All right, and sharpen your skills of communication, or even just sharing your thoughts, teaching other people. You probably will be a great teacher, professor. All right. Apology. People are secretly afraid to admit that at first they might thought that you are arrogant or insincere, but they need to apologize to you, or they will need to learn their own lesson. Two-faced. People are secretly afraid to admit that you probably have double life, you know how to play with people, or maybe they're secretly afraid to admit that, you know, they're two-faced with you. They were the one that two-faced with you. You know, you probably got a lot of air or very strong air element, but, you know, this is for the people that might, you know, not meant to be in your life. People are secretly afraid to admit that you are narcissist, or you just have a great ego, you know, you love yourself or confident. They probably mistaken your confident as a narcissist or whatever it is, you know. Let them think like that about you. Let you be yourself and still think positive about yourself, because they're gonna learn their own lesson. All right, at the beginning of the reading, you know, I said that we're just gonna welcome all the answer, all the, you know, because it's not necessarily defining who you are as a person. It's just what people secretly afraid to admit about you. Maybe they thought that you are confident or overly confident, or there's someone they're just not sure about themselves. That's why their coping mechanism is calling you like this, you know, because they're just incapable. Recharge, breathe, let go, clear your mind. And this is remind me of this card as well. This is synchronicities from the universe. Thank you, universe. People are secretly afraid to admit the fact that you know how to recharge yourself. Maybe you book your vacation, you go away to the beach, or you just have vacation with your family, your loved ones, or even solo vacation. All right, you know how to breathe and let things go. Truly, that's also the way you recharge, by let things go. You know, just let go the things that you cannot control. Let go the outcome. You can control your effort. You can control your attitude, but you cannot control the outcome sometimes. And that's fine. Let that go. Release that. And that's the way you recharge yourself. People are secretly afraid to admit that you are powerful in let things go, in releasing something. Or releasing them. all right, group number 3, that's show reading for today. Please give me a thumbs up, please like this video. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe and be part of my family. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye bye.